If you've driven past Mahim or watched Slumdog Millionaire, then you know just how cramped one of Asia's largest slums is. Dharavi, Mumbai. With narrow lanes and makeshift homes, Dharavi houses over 1 million people. Now imagine what a toilet here looks like. Smelly, dark, broken. Yeah, fair. So then how do you explain this? This is a toilet. Actually, much more than a toilet. This is a Suvidha center, bang in the center of Dharavi. And if this isn't the biggest expectations versus reality moment you've seen, not sure what is. Welcome to the Climate Brief, supported by Zerodha. I'm Lavanya, and today we are asking how good toilets can help us fight and adapt to climate change. Do you remember the last time you used a public toilet and felt comfortable? This is the reality of most public toilets in the world. Poorly maintained, dark, broken, and something you avoid at all costs. Now, meet Suvidha, a community sanitation center breaking so many stereotypes. Walk in and you will feel like you're in a mall. Here's what you will find. Clean toilets with separate floors for women, men, and children and people with disabilities. Purified drinking water at just 1 rupee per litre. Clean showers at prices as low as 10 rupees. Laundry services at 70 rupees per load. Well-lit premises, CCTV, panic buttons and security staff, so women feel safe using it even at night. A monthly family pass for just 150 rupees, less than the cost of a single meal. The Suvidha model is an initiative started in 2016 by Hindustan Unilever Limited and Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. It has one goal: provide affordable access to clean toilets, drinking water, and shower services to people living in Mumbai's informal settlements. The Dharavi center that you saw alone has 111 toilets and caters to 50,000 people annually. This one toilet center is proving wrong every single assumption we have made about public sanitation in this country. Myth 1. Even if you build something nice, it won't last. The community will ruin it. This center has been operational for almost 3 years and is still functioning perfectly well. It is cleaned 6 times a day and runs 24/7. In fact, 90% of users say that they are satisfied. And it is run by a team that is 65% women, all from the community that it serves. In fact, here is a Suvidha center built 10 years ago. Myth 2. Good public sanitation isn't financially sustainable. Day-to-day operations at Suvidha are funded entirely by those who use it. In fact, all Suvidha centers break even operationally within 9 months of opening. Myth 3. And most importantly, sanitation is a rural problem. Nearly 50% of India's urban population lives in informal settlements with no private toilet at home, depending entirely on poorly maintained facilities, making good sanitation an urgent urban need, especially as our cities continue to grow at breakneck speed. Here's why this matters so much. At the most basic level, a toilet is a public health necessity. Without access to one, people are forced to defecate in the open, which contaminates our soil and our water bodies, which leads to a rise in diseases like diarrhea and cholera. And for women, it's worse. Without a nearby facility, women travel long distances at odd timings, creating serious safety risks and forcing them to deliberately drink less water through the day, leading to UTIs and long-term health consequences. Above all of this, a toilet is a question of dignity, a private, safe space to take care of a fundamental human need without fear or shame. But I'm sure you're wondering, Lavanya, this is a climate channel. What does any of this have to do with climate change? Yes, when we talk about solutions to climate change, toilet or sanitation doesn't feature very high up on the list, but it should. These Suvidha centers help in 2 ways. They make some of the most vulnerable people more resilient to the impacts of climate change. and help in mitigating climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Let's see how. Climate change is making both heat waves and instances of extremely heavy rainfall more common. These are two very different scenarios. But in both cases, what's common is that for millions of people living in informal settlements, one of the first things that breaks down is sanitation, clean drinking water and functioning toilets. During heat waves, wells dry up, groundwater depletes, and without water you simply cannot flush. During floods, drainage systems that are already poorly maintained get clogged and overflow. Polluted water flows through streets and toilets become completely inaccessible. And this is exactly what Suvidha is designed to prevent. In fact, 94% of Suvidha users retain their access to sanitation during heavy rains and flooding, compared to just 57% of non-Suvidha users. So this is how Suvidha centers can help build resilience to the impacts of climate change. But now for the other side. How do good toilets actually help fight climate change? First, when a toilet is not connected to a sewage system, waste flows directly into rivers and lakes, and this waste releases toxic carbon dioxide and methane emissions. So a well-built toilet stops freshwater contamination and reduces GHG emissions. Suvidha has ensured that 100% of centers are connected to the municipal sewerage system. This has helped them avoid 5 million kgs of carbon dioxide every year. Second, India is one of the most water-stressed countries in the world, and wastewater generation is set to increase by 80% in the next 25 years. That is why the need of the hour is a toilet that treats water on-site and converts it into grey water that can be reused for flushing and washing. This directly reduces dependence on fresh water. That way, every Suvidha center is self-reliant. 300 million liters of water have been recycled since 2016, enough to meet Mumbai's entire population's drinking water needs for 4 days. Third, a solar-powered toilet. It accelerates our clean energy transition. In India, where most electricity still comes from coal, a solar-powered facility cuts emissions, cuts costs, and keeps running during power outages. In Suvidha, rooftop solar panels generate 70% of each center's electricity and have brought down energy costs by 50%. Today, Suvidha has grown into a partnership between HUL, BMC, MOHUA, Ministry of Home and Urban Affairs, JSW Foundation, and HSBC India. Earlier this month, June 8th, marked 10 years of Suvidha with the opening of its 25th center in Borivali in Mumbai. Today, these 25 centers across Mumbai, from Tata Nagar to Kurla to Govandi, serve over 6 lakh people every year. People using Suvidha have reported a 50% reduction in diarrhea and UTI cases. 90% of women feel safe using the facility at night. And each household saves roughly 35,000 rupees per year through time saved and lower medical bills. But can the rest of India adopt this model? Let's look at the pillars on which Suvidha is built. Design. Every Suvidha center is built to be inclusive and climate resilient, with the specific needs of the community shaping every decision. From women and children to persons with disabilities, Suvidha prioritizes safety, accessibility, and dignity for all. A viable business model. Suvidha runs on a public-private partnership between HUL, the BMC, HSBC India, and JSW Foundation. The land comes from the government, the setup costs from corporates, and the day-to-day operations run entirely on user fees. Community-owned. The centers are run by women from the very communities they serve. Climate resilience built in. Sustainability is not an afterthought at Suvidha and is factored into every center with solar-powered spaces and water recycling systems. Multiple services under one roof. More than a toilet, Suvidha serves as an all-in-one facility, combining clean water, a laundromat and showers, and they also double up as a recreational space where kids play and people sit and chat, making it a community center. In 2024, the Government of India recognized the Suvidha model and partnered with HUL to set up a national technical support unit to replicate learnings from the Suvidha model across every city in India with a population of over 1 million. HUL and its partners are making the Suvidha toolkit openly available, inviting governments, civic bodies, and development partners to adapt and scale proven approaches for healthier and more climate-resilient cities. As India urbanizes faster than ever, and 1 in 4 Indians will live in an informal settlement by 2050, this is not a Mumbai story alone. The 25 centers across Mumbai have shown a radically different way to imagine public sanitation in urban areas. The question now is, what will it take to make this the norm and not an exception? Subscribe to our channel for India First climate stories and comment your thoughts below.